Good morning, class. How have you been? I hope you guys are doing well. So, in the last couple of classes, we have actually discussed a lot of concepts and we started discussing some passages also from different writers. Now, we are moving on to another passage, not a passage actually, but a story written by George Orwell. Which is A Hanging by George Orwell. I had asked you to read it. I hope at least some of you must have read it. So we are going to have a quick glance into the story A Hanging by George Orwell and think about the power structures working in that text, and also about think about how the concepts that we learned can be applied to that story, to analyze that story, to understand that story better as a social text, as a social text. Now, I'll give you a very quick, brief summary of the story first, so that in case you haven't read it already, you would get an idea about it. In the story, initially, we listen to a person who is going to hang another prisoner. So we have a very elaborate description about how a prisoner is being taken to be hanged, to be punished, and there are guards who are taking the prisoner to the place of hanging, and then there is a dog who comes in between and creates a scene by barking at the soldiers who are taking the prisoner. So also the appearance of the prisoner and the kind of behavior of the prisoner before he is going to be hanged, and also the kind of attitude of the people who are going to hang them. It's all very elaborately written by George Orwell. So also it's mentioned that it's a Hindu prisoner who is being taken, and he doesn't seem like somebody who's committed as significant a crime as such, but as the writing goes, it is predictable that it could be a political prisoner during the freedom struggle. So the person is taken there, and then there is an elaborate description about the place of hanging, and how the process of hanging, and how the person loses his life in one snap of a finger. And after that, these soldiers and the jailers actually talk very casually about the death of that person. So the whole picture, think of it this way. Human life is something that we value so much. We consider to be probably one of the most significant things that we possess, human life. And it can be taken away in a snap of a second, and you can joke about it. Eventually the guards are actually joking about another hanging that they remember of another person who didn't die when hanged, and his legs had to be pulled down so that he would eventually die by the doctors. So think of how lightly something like death or taking the life of a person is treated by these people, because they have been seeing it for a really long time. And also you can think of it from the perspective of power, of political power. Imagine that this person is a political prisoner, so his life is being taken away for some kind of political crime, or whether strong or light, we do not know. So again, there is always this question of repressive state apparatus which we have learned. So there is this punishment mechanism which determines the fate of somebody's life. So imagine that according to the system that they have, according to the norms that the authorities have, this person has committed something that they consider is wrong, that the life of that person is taken away, and it's taken so lightly by these people who are taking him to the hanging. So who has the power to decide whether one's life should be taken away? It's those in the authority. So what if he has not actually committed a severe crime as such, but the existing system, the punitive system, the punishment system that is out there, has the power to determine whether he lives or not. And not just that, look at the way in which those guards eventually joke about the death of that person, about the hanging of that person. So then comes, what is the value of that life in the midst of this system there? What is the value of that life in the midst of these power structures out there, this repressive state apparatus out there? So think of all that and read the story once again, and you will get a better understanding of the story. So this could be slightly disturbing to you. This actually talks about how people can actually be very helpless The prisoner actually shows how people can actually have no agency at all in determining the trajectory of their lives, and actually external agencies, external powers would have the power to determine how your life would be, whether you live or not. And also how taking away somebody's life can be so lightly taken and even joked about. Also about think about these repressive state apparatus which would determine whether you proceed with your life or not. Think about all that and read the story once again, and you will get a better understanding of it. Thank you for listening, guys. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.